Introduction. Whatever you do, do it with 100% of your effort. These words might seem simple, yet they carry a profound truth that can transform your life. I'm not talking about the pursuit of perfection or the destructive tendency to overwork oneself, but about fully committing to what truly matters in life. This principle aligns beautifully with Stoic philosophy, an ancient wisdom that is more relevant today than ever before. Imagine you are at a crossroads in your life. Perhaps you're stuck in a job you despise, struggling in a relationship that feels stagnant, or confronting a challenge that seems impossible to overcome. At this pivotal moment, you face two choices. You can go through the motions, giving only a fraction of your energy, or you can fully commit yourself to improving the situation. The Stoics would argue that the latter is not only preferable, but essential for living a fulfilling and meaningful life. But why should we give 100%? Why should we invest ourselves fully, especially when life often feels indifferent to our efforts? To answer this question, let us embark on a journey through the lens of Stoicism and explore how this ancient philosophy can guide us in modern times. Understanding Stoicism, the philosophy of control and virtue. First, let's clear up a common misconception about Stoicism. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or enduring hardship with a stiff upper lip. It's about recognizing what is within our control and what isn't, and acting with virtue and reason in the face of life's inevitable challenges. The Stoics believed that true happiness does not come from external circumstances, wealth, fame, or success, but from our actions and our attitudes. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control: our thoughts, our actions, and our reactions. External events, no matter how overwhelming, are beyond our power to influence directly. What we can control is how we respond to them. The Stoics argue that when we align our actions with virtue, courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance, we can navigate even the most difficult situations with a sense of inner peace and purpose. The Stoic mindset doesn't advocate passivity in the face of adversity. Rather, it encourages us to engage with life fully, to do what we can with full attention, dedication, and integrity. This commitment to action is what enables us to give 100% in everything we do, whether it's in our work, relationships, or personal growth. Why give 100%? The power of full commitment. Think back to the last time you gave something your all. Perhaps it was a project at work, a personal goal, or even just preparing a meal for your family. How did it feel? There is a unique sense of satisfaction in knowing you've done your absolute best, regardless of the outcome. This satisfaction, this feeling of fulfillment, is what the Stoics would describe as living in accordance with virtue. When we give 100%, we tap into a deep well of inner strength. It's not just about completing a task, it's about embracing the process fully, dedicating ourselves to doing it with excellence. This attitude can create a profound sense of meaning in even the most mundane activities. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." In a world full of distractions, it's easy to spread ourselves thin, to multitask, or to take the path of least resistance. But when we give our full attention and energy to something that truly matters, we experience a sense of purpose that is far more fulfilling than mere busyness. Committing fully to a task cultivates a sense of pride and satisfaction that cannot be found through half-hearted effort. The role of resilience and mental fortitude. But let's be honest, giving 100% isn't always easy. Life can be overwhelming, and staying fully engaged, especially in the face of challenges, requires mental resilience and fortitude. The Stoics had much to say about the importance of inner strength, and they understood that life is often unpredictable and harsh. Consider the story of Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist who survived the Nazi concentration camps during World War II. In his book Man's Search for Meaning, Frankl shares how he found purpose and maintained his humanity even in the most horrific circumstances imaginable. He didn't just survive, he gave 100% to helping others and maintaining his dignity. Frankl's example is a testament to the power of full commitment in the face of adversity. Even when everything seems beyond your control, you can still choose how to respond, and that choice can give you a sense of strength that no external situation can take away. This idea of resilience aligns with Stoic teachings. The Stoics recognized that suffering is an inevitable part of life, but they also believed that we have the power to choose our attitude towards suffering. By focusing on what is within our control, our responses, our thoughts, our actions, we can build resilience and mental fortitude. This inner strength allows us to face life's difficulties head-on and to give 100% no matter what the circumstances may be. Embracing Stoicism in our daily lives. Now, you might be thinking, that's all well and good, but what if I'm not facing anything as extreme as a concentration camp or a life-or-death struggle? You're right to think that most of us aren't facing such dire circumstances. But the principle of giving 100% applies just as much to our everyday challenges. Whether we're trying to advance in our careers, improve our relationships, or simply become better versions of ourselves. Consider the example of a job you don't particularly like. Many people find themselves in positions where the work feels uninspiring, unfulfilling, or even soul-crushing. You might be tempted to go through the motions, do the bare minimum, and count the hours until you can leave. But what if instead you gave 100% to that job? What if you focused on doing the best you can, regardless of the external rewards or recognition? Stoic philosophy would argue that this is the path to true fulfillment. By giving your best, even in a situation that seems unsatisfactory, you are aligning your actions with virtue. You're not doing it for external rewards, but for the internal satisfaction of knowing that you've done your best. This commitment to excellence, regardless of the outcome, will give you a sense of pride and fulfillment that cannot be undermined by the circumstances around you. Similarly, in our personal relationships, we can choose to give 100%. Whether it's a romantic relationship, friendship, or family bond, the Stoics would argue that giving your full attention and energy to those you care about is a key component of a meaningful life. Relationships, like everything else, require effort and intention. The Stoics believed that true happiness comes not from receiving, but from giving to others, to causes, and to the world around us. The Stoic ethos, virtue, wisdom, and excellence in every endeavor. At the heart of Stoicism is the idea of virtue, which the Stoics defined as living in accordance with nature, reason, and wisdom. To live virtuously is to cultivate inner excellence and to commit fully to whatever task or role we find ourselves in. This is where the Stoic notion of giving 100% comes into play. It's not about perfection. It's about embracing every endeavor with integrity, wisdom, and diligence. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, repeatedly emphasizes the importance of doing one's duty to the best of one's ability. For him, life was a series of responsibilities that demanded full attention and effort. He encouraged us to take pride in doing our part, not for the sake of recognition or external reward, but because it is through our actions that we shape our character and contribute to the greater good. Whether you're facing a challenge at work, a personal goal, or a relationship issue, the Stoic ethos reminds conclusion, a life of 100% commitment. In the end, the principle of giving 100% is about more than just completing tasks or achieving external goals. It's about fully embracing life, committing to your personal growth, and acting with virtue in every situation. The Stoic philosophy teaches us that by focusing on what is within our control, we can build a life of purpose, inner strength, and fulfillment. So whether you are facing a difficult career decision, struggling with a personal challenge, or simply trying to improve your daily habits, remember this Stoic lesson: do it with 100%. Commit fully to your actions, dedicate yourself to excellence, and embrace each moment as an opportunity to grow in virtue. By doing so, you will not only navigate life's challenges with resilience and grace, but also experience the profound satisfaction